Oh, I know I took about 10 minutes. I know. We love furry fans. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone into the stream. Just gotta basically sort stuff out that my cat may have done. Round of bench, welcome in. Everyone, of course, as I always do say, welcome in. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, or anywhere else, which there can't be, because I only do 3 platforms for that stuff, for content creation anyway. Alas so, we do have some campaign to do, but what I am going to do, though, first of all, do anything, just gonna make sure this is actually previewing. It is sweet. I am just going to hide that stuff, add a brand new source. Mr. H, welcome in. If I do a window capture for, I'm just gonna put spreadsheet. I know which one. I know what it is. So that's a thing to do. So it's that. But to make that a bit smaller, hide you. Wait, no, not hide you. Need to hide you and you. Oh god. I always press one thing, so it's this we need to move. Move that to here. Window. Make that a bit wider. Jordan Muckman. How's that look? How does that look? The answer is decent. Cool. Cool. The only thing I might do is decrease it a tad bit. How's this, chat? John Muckman. How do we think, chat? Let me go on Twitch to see how this looks. I think that looks alright. Looks alright to me anyway. So, we are doing more campaign, as the stream title suggests anyway. And we're just going to turn that stuff off. Actually, no, we'll keep music on, but have sound effects off, because we don't really need music, sound effects. Just have music. Alright, so just as sort of an update on where we left off. We left off at, like, stage 21 or something. We, like, left off around the park stages. I've done all the way up to 63. Ken, welcome in. Nikita, welcome in. So we've done up to 63 currently. And we've got any stages we basically one-starred, I've already tried. I tried them earlier. I can't do them. Whatever happened. And Nikita, appreciate the likes. Miss Ellie, welcome in. But so yeah. So 63 we made good progress on. 67 we can't do because we don't have enough toughness. Like, people based in toughness, so you need... Actually, I'll just show the stats off real quick. So this is the... well, these are the 2 stages I actually can't do. Jet, welcome in. So 67, I've got the problem where I didn't get UFC equipment for the toughness. If I did, it's been so much easier, and I probably would have done it. but I didn't get it, so that's on me. I could do one of the matches, can't do the second one. And the female speed match isn't happening unless I get a down arrow based in speed, which I generally don't think there is a down arrow based in speed this tier. I could be wrong. I guess it's it's Tiffany Stratton actually. Tiff would be a good one for that. But other than that, we're relying on like Lita from last tier. I mean, don't get me wrong, they have really helped. In terms of Paige has helped a lot. Lita has saved me a few times. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, they've all saved me several times. It's just getting the other cards that come with it. So like, it's what I like to call like the supporting role, where can I get Dusty Rhodes out of this? Oh no, it was Tundra. But no, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that my the Riptide event hasn't helped me. It has. The Housen event has helped me. Danhausen's actually been really helpful for me. I know I'm like 43,000th of having him. So I know like an alright amount of people did get him. I'm not saying everyone got him. A fair amount did. If you do have him, I mean, granted, I've used him a lot in Charisma because I did get his Charisma equipment, which you can't get no more. But alas, you should maybe be able to get some stats off if you need to use support, maybe a proc. He is helpful currently, anyway, which is good stuff. On top of that, Lola Vice, really helpful for me. She's done bits for me when it comes to the I don't care, can't log him. But yeah, no, Lola has done bits for me. She's helped me a lot, especially in your power speed matches, quiz matches, mainly speed though, where she's mainly been used for obvious reasons. There's Bailey. And yeah, so just some people you may want to try and get if you haven't got them. I'm welcome. No, as I say, you do want to try to, I mean, granted, you know, a fair amount of SEs are going to be coming out. We've got an LT coming up soon, if not today. That's why I'm streaming for a fair bit. I won't be streaming just Supercard today. I'll probably, in the mix of like as a little break, may do some like 38-0, which is like something I've been doing. Like off camera, or maybe some Zondor, which is like Call of Duty maps, but Wordle, essentially, and doing like arcade stuff with that, just doing a bit of change. No, not necessarily change per se, but like, just like a little break thing, as we mixed for new content. We do have catalog update in 6 minutes, if there is anything, today. So that, because people think it could be a limited edition coming out. Well, not a limited edition, but like stuff happening today, since it is Wednesday, which is when the tier should have released. But they pushed it forward into, obviously, Monday, where it did come out. How's some more coming? So, alas, we've got some stuff to get, got some cards to get, essentially. So, I actually did manage to do 71 off camera. I just never super moved it. In that female toughness match, that 3.5 mil match that you've seen there. 5.71 million in attacks. That's practically like I'll go like 2.8. Yeah, like 2.8 mil. 2.865 actually. Probably more like 2.71 type thing. Generally, which is fine. And then 5.2, that is relatively straightforward. You just need a like 2.6s, unless you can carry it to maybe like a 2.5 and a 2.5 and a like a 2.7, something like that. So you can differ between them. We'll be using Jig Fatu here for this 11, you're going to see me use Jacob Fatu a lot. Jacob Fatu is the only special edition currently in the tier that is out as we speak. So it is very important. It's very important to get your hands on. Relatively easy. You got 24/7. You got Blockbuster if you do want to spend a few credits. Me personally, I would probably wait and just go for 24/7. Generally, Blocker can be quite cheap if you know what you're doing. If you don't, do not bother with it. Because it's not that there's a very low chance that you're going to have to spend credits, but there is that chance that it will have to be spending credit for the most part, which I know a lot of people are very sort of finicky with. I know, like, firsthand, like, obviously if I was like free to play or whatever, I would also hold back, and I would just go for 24/7. 24/7 is the easiest way of doing it. But we do have, of course, Jacob Fatu. I think these actually might lose. Yeah, they do. Because I need to put Jacob in momentum. It's because I was doing something off camera to basically prove a point regarding what's it? Immortals and the fact they are weak. And that happened. I made a whole discussion about it. It's like with the Immortal being very weak. Well, someone actually... Well, it's been an issue since the start of the tier. I'm going to call it an issue here. But I've made my fair share statement. I've basically said, you know... I'm going to put it in basic terms. You're basically false advertising. Like, it is very anti-consumer. Jaden welcoming. User welcoming. Christ first welcoming. But... Yeah, no, the Immortals are generally very weak. Which is very concerning. Like, I compared my this is literally what I was doing. Was Cody and Undertaker. And you know, just that they are very weak in general. Like, comparing it to this, and it's not like Undertaker. I know Undertaker don't have Black Badge, and that is why it's weak. It's because no Black Badge. It's what I like to call Black Badge punishment. Where if you don't have the Black Badge, you are finished. Basically, it's going to chop your card straight into like Leviathan Ellie territory, which is what it is essentially. It's just Leviathan Ellie, of course. If you did have Black Badge, it will give you SummerSlam Ellie stats, which you know, to each their own. Like 2.4 mil. I think the highest I've seen is like 2.4 mil. Overall, which is very strong, but without the Black Badge, which can cost about at minimum 2,000 credits. For me personally, I spent like 2 to 3k thousand credits on it. I gave up because it was a pure waste of money. So yeah, Card Daddy, address it, fix it, do what you need to do. If it's wrong, say it's wrong. Say you messed up, increase stats. If it is deliberate, then as I said in a Discord post, I won't show the Discord post, the actual Discord post, because it'll be quite a bit much. But I did talk about it a fair amount. This is essentially what I said is, if you care for your player base with Immortals, have a standard stat for every Immortal across every player, which you can compensate the reroll and remove it. Immortals were already controversial on launch. Now the Black Badge system is beyond ridiculous, around a 250 to 350k difference from Immortal to Immortal. My Jacob 4 stats Taker, even when Taker is momentum, Jacob is not. Jacob's not even fully trained, which he's not. He's about 96 for 100 with Variant Dumb. He's also an F1. And I 4-starred him. 2-starred in it because I didn't super move that bad. It's because I was rambling. But no, state your opinions about... Obviously, I know a lot of people do not favour Immortals at all regarding the general nature of them. Their moral ethic about it, anyway, is horrific, to say the least. But when you have something that is like extremely controversial in the first place, that being that it was a £50 price tag, which I know people did say it's like, well, it's technically 10 quid per card, and it is technically, but to actually gain access to one of them, you do need to pay 50 quid up front, and then 200 credits apart from each other. And what this is basically causing is not necessarily mass confusion per se, but it's causing a lot of questions generally around, like, are the immortals actually worthwhile? Why not Workman? From my experience, obviously, I'd say it's not. Not at the minute anyway, because of the stat discrepancy that we do have. Especially this campaign, which is averaging the 2.5 to 3.3 million mark in some areas, which is essentially what I said it would be. I said it would be around that mark, averaging between 2.7 and 3 mil for overall cards, and then you get these cards essentially that are just 2 mil to 2.4 mil, which I know, like, oh, well, it's 2.4 mil, it's fine and all that stuff. It's like, well, Mick, welcome in, Mirza, welcome in. But no, when you get to these when you get to immortals of £50 price tag on top of everything else, then you're in trouble, basically. And they've advertised it as it will stay top tier all season, all this stuff. And then obviously the black badge system, which I would say something about Cat Daddy is they poorly explain so many things. And what I mean by, like, poorly explaining is that they are very vague with what they say, practically to cover themselves. Especially if something is on the board of stupid, aka the black badge system. Because the black badge system is just re-rolling. Basically, like, if you like re-roll, let's say re-rolling equipment, that is that system, but it's worse. It seems more rigged than anything else, personally. So yeah, both Jacobs are in momentum. One Jacobs actually in trouble because we need for 72, which is, let me center it a little bit more. Let me my TikTok chat. So here's 72, 3 mil, 3.1, and 3 mil again. So Jacob, so one of these basically has to do it with a support, one cannot. The one I'm thinking of not doing that support with is this Jacob, which is the fully trained one. Put Heen on that one, and then obviously making this one more better. And per se, I'm actually just going to put 2 variant on him now, try and get a bit of a stat increase. Inevitably, obviously, it's not going to work because he needs to hit, like, it is just over 2 million. Actually, can I replace Jacob with Taker? Can actually. It isn't going to be much, though, is it? It's going to be about like 100k difference, which is a to each their own in itself. No momentum though. I guess it says us not needing to use Fatu, but and we have to use Taker, but this is like the only very few times they'll get away with it is because Taker's main stat is what it is. So yeah, currently I've got this Jacob in the PC. I'm actually going to change this image so I don't get confused. I'm going to change it to the werewolf image, just because I've got this Backlash Jacob in, and he is obviously got that other image on. I know the stats are a bit much, but I tend to try and whiz through these games as quickly as I can. So yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of super moves, chat. So prepare for a lot of Royal Rumble, a lot of me just losing on purpose, stuff like that. That's actually a really good start, actually, with Trick, because we can now push on, we can now push our super move count, meter up. Super moves do 4%. No, man, welcome in. So Super Boost do 4% for a loss, 2% for a win. So we have to lose 25 rounds or win 34. No, sorry. Did the math wrong. 50. Which in most cases you'll just go between both. So like here we're getting a lot of boost here, 22% currently. Obviously the 22% would have been from us winning the first match. Wait, did we win the first match? I think we did. Where's Jacob anyway? We're going to train him up. Yeah, it will mean slower super move progression, but we're not really worried about that right now. We're just trying to get the card. You know? Alright. Makes sense. I will have to head downstairs soon because I've almost finished a bottle. It is getting warmer again in the UK. As always, please stay safe. We're not being hit for a heat wave yet. There is some areas in the UK that is currently in drought. I'll always be careful with that. Most of my audience actually from the UK. Well, from my like stats and stuff, I'm actually quite international. But when it comes to the to the UK, it is overwhelmingly high for my fan base to be from the UK. So do stay safe. Obviously, if you're in the US as well, US is my second highest general fan base numbers in terms of stats anyway, which is represented by certain streams. Not across the general audience is UK and US. There is a few people from sort of Asia, in the continents like Asia, Europe. I think we've seen a few in obviously North America and Canada, sort of them sort of areas. But yeah, predominantly UK and US, just to be expected. The UK more so because I'm a UK-based content creator. Hopefully the audio's not too bad. I imagine it's not too bad. But we do not know. Let me turn it down a tad. It shouldn't necessarily do like too much per se. I need to get my TikTok chat back. There. Check that out. Blue stacks. Yeah, perfect. Also, my latest supercard stream did 37 views on Twitch. It will be posted on YouTube soon. Of course, if you're already watching this on YouTube, the other video is already going to be out. But it will be coming on YouTube soon. From the stream on Monday. I didn't stream yesterday just because I just wanted to take a little bit of a like I said, I'm still in my sort of mental break time where I'm just sometimes it's always good to have time to yourself. When you're not necessarily like if you want to do like a call or something, or like a code like someone to do stuff, stuff like that, and that's why that's what I do. Oh, okay. Apparently, Zessie is in the car log. Something's happening. Something is happening, chat. Ew. Let me just close Outlook for now, because otherwise it will generally leak my email. Actually, I do need to go on Stream Elements real quick. Filters. No, not filters. Properties. And the time must match. Oh wait, no. Match title. Right, yeah. Okay, apparently they're action figure cards. Right. Let me do a game reset just to check this stuff out. See what's happening. Oh god, right, okay. I think we're getting an LTE today. She's past it. Oh. Oh, okay, I see what they're on about. Wait, is that the same designers? Wait. Where are people? Yeah, they're the same design, right? No, one's more zoomed in. So I think they're slightly different. Wait, Reign of Vulcan's getting 2 cards. And Bomb Breaker's coming out today, and his image actually did get leaked. So things though, I don't think there's maintenance today. Let me check the help center. I know about there was something called some flashbacks, I think it was. Yes. Oh, right, there it is. Game update. Give me a second, chat. This is a perfect segue to do some 38-0 stuff. Right, yeah, update my game. Oh, it's only 25 megabits. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It might be that, but I don't think it'll be a 40. a 25 megabit update though. People think it's because of the freebie problem. Oh god. No, it's not. I don't know what this update's for, honestly. Let me see if there's anything on my phone about what the update could be. Or if it is just because the game is broken, which it is. Update. Okay, no, it's not LTE. It's not the LTE. That's on the 3rd. And yeah, there's nothing else. $25 megabytes. Weird. But yeah, no, there was a game update. It's 25 megabits. It's done nothing yet. Well, that's good as false advertising. That's good English. Google. It is what it is. It is what it is. About the supercard stuff. I mean, there's probably no LTE anyway because of the because we tend to have maintenance for LTEs. Because like whenever an LTE comes out stream-wise, I tend to stream at 8 when that happens, because that's when maintenance just ends in my time anyway, 8 PM. Not 8 in the morning, 8 PM. Oh, the some SAM card's out. Let's go. I've just been checking Discord because it's kicking off over there. It's basically people just wondering what new update is. For the most part. At the minute, they're just shouting rubbish. As per. But it says the LTE is out on the 3rd of August. So that is what? That's a Monday. Which is a very weird time to release an LTE. It's either that or it's hot fixes, but I mean, other than crashing, I don't really know what they could do for an update. They've not done the freebie thing, so unless that's how the story's set, and was the patch. What the? Oh, there's the event card. So LA Knight's the event card. Alright, fair enough. Well, I assume it is anyway. We've got stage 72 to come up in a minute. Just do some exploring. So yeah, LA Knight is the first event of the tier, which actually be really helpful for campaign for sure. Because of stage 69, stage 70. Other than that, it won't be much. Let me have a look. See. Yeah, so it's the event card. Yeah. That's what the design looks like. It looks weird. Oh, it's based off Windows 7. Not Windows 7, Windows XP. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So, someone doesn't like the event card sign. Oh. They're going for very Windows, old school Windows. That's what they're going for. Like Windows XP, Windows 7 sort of time. More Windows XP though. Alas though, we got campaign to do. Stage 72. So this is a Taker and Jacob party. Like I said, the Immortals are very weak, but you know, we managed to get him used because Jacob is weaker in toughness, although he's not trained right. It's because he's not trained currently, so yeah, we use support on Undertaker. That should be enough. Yep. It was actually a 2.5 mil match that was, but they use support, so it happens. Cool. If being honest, we may have been able to win that without needing to use a without needing super move, but we ain't taking a risk. I don't think I've really got that enough good power toughness equipment anyway for it. So you know. Cool. Say 73 speed and charisma. Oh god. Male speed. Male charisma. Right. Alright, chat. So we need probably Backlund and Wario be on the job for that CRISPR match again. Jacob should be fine on his own, right? Yeah. He's 2.8. 2.89. It's just an NA support. The only match we'll need to change again is actually no, we don't need Bree. We'll just use do you know what? Let's go with Foil Julia to be funny. It might not even work. I was saying it may generally not even work, but it'd be funny. What is it? God. No, for funnies. Chat for funnies. Why not? Get the speed match anyway. It's actually going to go up to 1.9. Actually, no. It'll go up to 1.7. Most likely. No, 3.7. No, 3 point... Can't do math. It'll go to 3.2. No, they need... No, yeah. They need 1.8. 1.85 is 1.9. Sure, I think. Right, let me make sure I can actually do a funny without messing myself on. Let me get my calculator out. 1869 206 times 2. 3.7. 3.6. We can do a funny, chat. Let's get a super move. Jacob's showing up straight away. That is what we love to see. Singing voice. No, I'm joking. It's to be fair. I've said it before. But I do have a song coming out on the 9th of August. Not going to say much about it yet. I'm just going to say that it's happening. It is available on every single music platform that I've had access to, which is a fair amount of them. But I'll talk about more about that come later release. Why's my TikTok gone? Whoa! I just saw that. Whoa. Panda, I'm so sorry. I just saw that. It knocked itself off. I appreciate the share. Hello. Hopefully you're doing well if you're still here. I appreciate the heart me go popular and they go populars again. I'm so sorry that I just noticed that. My new generator highlight. I will have to recognise that. I don't know what it is about TikTok's live chat thing. It never really works. But it does, it doesn't. Is this not here? Let me do a personal thanking. I'm trying to do with two hands. There. Alright. There we go, sort that out. I'm no longer a bad streamer. Whew. Calm. Wait. I'm stuff. Alright, you'll see that whenever. Oh, Jacob lost. Whoa. My man lost. Man got brutalized. Wonder if Ardy's gonna be next event. Wait, Ardy's not in deck editor. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, is it really not? Someone's apparently just said that in the chat. Not in the chat, in the Discord. Apparently Ardy's not there. Aiden Muckman. Deck editor. EC. Oh, we know it's not, because it'll be here. It'll be here. It's not there. Please, if they've actually got rid of ring domination, that is a big W. I hate RD. It is one of my least favourite events. But it is my least favourite one. Oh, hope they've fully got rid of it. Unless they're reworking it, but... Need to have a rebrand. Oh, yeah. It will. It needed a lot of change. Put it that way. He'll get to me whenever. Jacob's showing up again. Dubs. W's. Oh yeah, I need to that's just reminded me. My campaign guide server needs to be on the channel again because it's my new generated highlight. Let me do that now actually while I'm not doing much. So TikTok live center clips. There. Oh god, it may say my thing. Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh yeah, you guys can't see nothing. Wait, let me get off TikTok Live Studio. Matthew, welcome in. I was just posting some onto TikTok. Oh yeah, something else I need to do, actually. In good news, actually, let me do some updates, actually, while I've just thought about it. Welcome in. So my Road to Infestation episode 7 is out now. I think it's episode 7. It might be episode 6. Can't actually remember. But it's out, essentially. And it is the TikTok save, not the Twitch save. It's a little bit different. There's a reason for it. It's because my Twitch one didn't record any audio when I redid it. And it was one of them things that happened. essentially. One thing I do need to start doing is start doing more appreciation posts for people that do give give things and stuff. As always, I do not obviously condone it. You do not need to do anything. The only thing I will say I will mainly promote to people is following or subbing on YouTube, and follow me on Instagram as well at Kimar Supercard. Oh, it's lost again. But yeah, that's the only thing I will promote to you guys. And obviously, I know on Twitch it does say about if you subscribe to me, obviously the perks stuff. But I will not encourage people to subscribe to my Twitch or whatever. The only thing I will say is, if you do like what you see, follow me on Twitch, follow me on follow me on Twitch, follow me on TikTok, follow me, and also sub to me on YouTube. All of them are completely free. You don't have to pay nothing, and it goes from there. So obviously, like if you do want to sub or whatever to my Twitch and stuff, feel free. If you want to, give me anything, of course. I'd be hugely appreciative, but I will make it very well known now. You do not need to do it at all. I will, someone just being in the stream is more than enough. In my fan club performance. Was it Jacob Fatterin showing up first round? I guarantee he's going to lose again now as well. He's definitely going to just, he's going to face someone who's got, really big charisma, like an El Grande Americano or something, and he's going to get destroyed by everyone. He's just going to destroy him. Jacob is not charismatic. No, okay. Bron Breaker's come out, though. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, I did well Wednesday. I got Bron Breaker. Which is funny. So, I can now see what his campaign image looks like on some time. I'll tell you now, it looks beautiful. It looks great. I love it. How many charisma matches have we got left? Ooh. Holy. One thing I do need to try and do is get Jacob's variant up. This Jacob in particular. 10% trigger is annoying to trigger. Meaning that obviously I need to do some repeat matches constantly and try and get his trigger up. In good news, I will be able to basically lose the match on purpose. Very easily as well. Did I do my guide, by the way? Oh, no, I'm doing stage 72. Wait, no. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I'm up to date. I'm on track. I'm on track. I am on track. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. 98. Alright. Pound toughness. Okay, Jacob's got all 15. Jacob doing this amount of training is really good for him because of obviously support where I do need it. In most cases, he's going to be used in his power matches anyway. Speed though is why I'm trying to prioritize him. Welcome in. I know I said that really wrong, but it's words. It happens. So, campaign. I didn't do 72's thing. Blech. Right. Let me get snipping tool out and let me just... Give me a second, chat. I'm an idiot. I thought I forgot something. Taker with support. House and head. Blah, head. Match 2. Jacob wins on his own. And match 3 is super move. With help from manager. And match 3 is super move. Which is female tag. Count sorted. I thought I've got something. Like, you know when you just always seem to forget, like, one thing you gotta do and then you never do it? Alright, who's ready for Julia Royale? Anyone ready? Like, I'm not even joking. Like, generally, is everyone ready for Julia Royale? You're about to see a SummerSlam, a WrestleMania 41 foil win in SummerSlam. It's going to happen. They should be fine, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Only 5.2 mil each. Alright. Oh, wait, no, it's speed. Oh. Right, no. We're not time wasting. We're not time wasting, chat. We're just gonna... Yeah. No, we're not time wasting. Can't bother time wasting. Good job, Brie. Good job. Oh, Mr. Big Buck, I appreciate the follow. How are you doing today? Welcome into the stream. Alright, cool. So that's on. You good? Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. We're just doing some supercard campaign. Today, which is cool. We'll be streaming for a fair amount. But I do other stuff as well. Currently I've got Road to Infestation working and a lot more other stuff. There will be a few starters in the stream, like currently, because I've got my own private Discord server, which is the campaign related stuff. Which is why you may see me like screenshots a lot of times. For an individual thing, individual level. Any level that we do, we screenshot it and we push it through. On the left G screen is the numbers that we need to hit. It also helps, hopefully for you guys, it's like a mini campaign guide. We also have a pack. Thank God. Here we go. Pack time. Please be Heenan. But you play supercard? Nice. So I need Heenan. If I'm thinking priority right now, Heenan for 63. Maurice. And then support wise, a ladder would help a lot. Universe obviously help a lot. Qatar will help me big time. Deck's not that good. It happens. Oh, knee pads. I could work with that. Challenge stacks. Down arrow. Toughness. Not bad. Not bad. It works. Train up. Challenge stacks. Challenge stacks. Support card. Yes! Come on, chat. Streamer lock. Streamer lock. Ethan, welcome in. Oh, like, right, I know challenge stacks is a bit, yeah, it is what it is. But Maurice, that is some 84 support if I've ever seen 84 support. And I'll also need it as well because I've seen the numbers that you need for 84. You need 4 mil. So, whoo. Hey, that is good stuff. That is a dub. Like, I know Chan Stacks ain't great in the tier, but hey, we still need to do stage 67 in campaign, and we can't do it because we have no toughness, people. Love using backstage cards. That's fair. For me, with the backstage cards, because I get campaign done relatively earlier, you'll see I mainly focus on campaign. If you don't focus on campaign, know what I'm saying. But I never really get the pros of them just because of the amount of backstage tokens there is. Like, per card, per week. That's why I'm quite... The main thing I get from, like, the backstage store is, like, support cards. Or I debate getting equipment. Unless it's, like, one that is, like, from, like, a takeover, per se. If it's takeover and it's got equipment that focus on a lot of people, then I'll be happy with it. It'll be more worth my time. I always try and save up for the LEs as much as I possibly can. It's like your limited edition stuff. I mean, there's no right or wrong way of obviously spending backstage tokens. It's whatever you need, and you know that's why I always say it's just generally what you need. If you need backstage tokens per se, you need certain cards. Spend quickly, type thing. Female solo and speed 2.7 mil, male solo and power 3 mil. But it's always just, it's not necessarily what someone recommends, it's what you need. Go with your gut. What do you, like, if you need X card, go for X card. You know? Like, for example, like, Ian Mugman. EO will need support, right? Yes. Jacob. Oh my god. Jacob, you're in trouble, my guy. So, I don't have Elizabeth. Well, no, it's fine. I can do... So, she'll go to... 2 points. I can momentum EO. I'm momentum EO. I'm overcomplicating it. EO. Yeah, so she's sorted. Support with Jacob. All good. Now we've got to get another support. Super move for... What's the other match? Yeah, female tagging power at 6.6 mil. Yeah, nah. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'd rather not do a 6.6 mil. But no, yeah. I just focus on campaign for the most part. I try to do campaigns quickly as I can. Not because, like, for number or whatever, it's just for, like, the acknowledgement that I didn't do campaign when it was, like, when it gets a lot easier. I like also, like, having a good challenge, with it. Oh, okay. Hey, I'll take it for percentage. I'll take the percentage. Like, currently, there's, my favorite coaches is Charlotte and Paige. Yes. Yes, I will tell you, this campaign, the foil page, I know mine's F3, but the foil page, MVP. Right now, MVP. She has saved me on a lot of occasions. I'll also say Danhausen saved me on a lot of occasions as well. Mainly because of his equipment that I got, but... If we're talking somebody who's just been great all round, generally, Paige. The only thing she's weak in is speed, but I have Lola for speed. The sometime card Lola, not the campaign one. I do have the campaign card. I'm actually using the campaign image on it, but yeah, no, for sure. The Riptide, Paige, and Charlotte, really good cards. Very versatile. Although both power and speed. Pound Christmas, pound speed, pound toughness. Paige has got charisma equipment, which is her third best stat, and her stardom ain't really that bad anyway. Like, you can still work with it for sure. You may need the odd support, obviously, as long as you can cover the other matches. Like, it is one of them where she will phase out very quickly, but like, for when you need her, for like the 57 to 63, she can be very good. Of course, every single LV card, the only ones that may stay kind of relevant right now is Io Sky, Liv Morgan, Sasha Rhea, and bring Nikki Bella depending on if you have it. If you don't, then you know what I'm saying. Bundy would definitely keep in. Otis is questionable. Bundy, if you've got the 2 backstage equipment from that takeover, the Pound Off and Swan, which is great for him anyway, and if you got Dusty from Hausen, he goes to like what, like 2.8. This campaign needs like 2. It's between 2.5 and 3.4. So, you know, it's one of them where, like one thing with this channel, where I talk about Supercard, is I like to talk strategy. So, like, if I'm talking like about cards that get eliminated straight away, it's because they're probably not that they're bad necessarily. It's just that they're not viable for like long term. Short term, great. You know, in the current state of the tier, if you're doing campaign right now, the Lev special editions is what it is. They're great. They do what they need to do. But as soon as you get further into the tier, into the campaign per se, or if you get through and you get more SEs and you get more stuff like that, they're just gonna phase out. It happens every single tier. They phase out. Like I know the WrestleMania 42 female SEs, they phased out instantly because of Riptide. Riptide ruined them because of the bigger Supercard content creators never talk about this stuff. It's a weird one. Jay Walkman. I'm someone who is just someone who pictures the scene of I take a strategic analytical point. A lot of the bigger content creators per se, I'm not gonna sit here and say specific people, but they just speak generally about the game, and it's just like, well, if you get this, this, and this, it's gonna do this, this, and this. Like, if I got, let's say, Danhausen, but I didn't get his equipment, would he be as viable as he is currently for me now? No, of course not. Like, the reason I've done some of these campaign stages is because of that Danhausen cape, and I'm not saying that, you know, you should have got it. I'll never do that. I'll never say I must buy a thing. But I'm saying things that I've used and what my experience of with them. Obviously, you know, if you miss them, or you're free to play or whatever, you know, it's a bit of a difficult story. Yo, Buster Mockman, I'll check your deck in a moment. But no, when it comes to talk about like the strategy stuff and the campaign hell, a lot of people tend to not do it. Counts free to play, then yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm saying you should ignore. But what I will say is that it depends if you want to go for, you know, campaign. If you don't bother, you don't bother. It's fine. I mainly do campaign as it is my basically like my goal per tier is just to get campaign done. Currently this season I've had every campaign done relatively quickly. The only one that took me a while was Gunther. What was the name? Trouble 2.0. Sound. Oh, there's a capital T. Blah. Blah. Like, so I can't type today. There's no space. Sound. Roman. This one. Preston. But yeah, no. For free to plays, I will say. Yeah, cool. Assuming you're SummerSlam, take advantage of every event. Take advantage of LTEs. Oh god. Oh god. Right. Okay. We have we got heavy stuff. Oscar, welcome in. We do have a deck check here for Preston here. Preston, he's got the number 4th foil over, strutting away at during WrestleMania 42. There's something about that card that just makes it very weird. Jake Fatu, F3, 3 million power, brilliant stuff there. The animation's is what it is, but that is a great image on a great card. We've got the Titans Jacob Fatu again, another F3, every stat over 2 million, which is sweet. Immortals Roman, with, again, a weakish card, a quite weak card. I assume you got the Roman equipment on him, hence why it's 3.1. But no, I said it earlier, the immortal cards are not that great. Currently, they seem very toned down. Io Sky, with her equipment on, at 199, which is really cool. And then a 19 Tiffany Stratton. I don't know what number she's at currently, but it is a sick card to get. And then Bobby Heenan, I'm jealous of you. I wish I had that Bobby Heenan and an F1 Universal Championship support card and everything else like that. But yeah, hopefully that helps. But no, it's like I said with the Immortals. I know I talked about it early in the stream. The Immortals just feel quite weak this time around. I don't know if that's just me. I know there's a lot of people who said it on the Discord that says very weak. And if that is the case, knowing it's controversy, that's going to be a something Cat Daddy are going to have to explain. It's either that or they're going to have to start dishing out refunds to people because they are going to be fuming. Let's just say that. But no, when we talk about campaign and stuff, I would say this is a channel to go to, for the most part. This channel is mainly for like guidance and strategy per se. Obviously I'm doing the campaign now, as it is something to do. I also have to redo my rumble decks. That's the press sort of focus. I'm clever. But yeah, the LA Knight. I've got Femat Danos currently in there. I need to try and get some lefties in. Dominic, perfect. And Jacob. I was going to put Randy in, but he's 54k. Def can't do that. The money for the immortal cards isn't worth it since cards seem weak compared to... Yeah, I made a comparison about it on Discord earlier today. If you're not in the Discord, you wouldn't have seen it. But it was a 2 variant Jacob, 0 matches played, fully maxed out level, like 105, and he was weak as all hell. Don't do campaigns, that's fair. Campaigns is mainly for, like, the paid players. Towards the end of the tier, they do make it easier, per se, but not necessarily, like, the easiest thing in the world. 4 FD jigs, holy. But no. I talked about it earlier with... I wasted about... I work too much, don't have time. That's fair. It's one of the things where campaign mainly rewards players who keep up with the game, per se. Like, if you miss a few SCs, that's fine, but if you miss, like, a big chunk of stuff, then it's probably not for you. In that regard. Obviously, the strategy, the stuff I talk about is campaign, but I also talk about other stuff when it comes to it as well. Mainly the state of the game currently. But I digress. But yeah, no, regarding the Immortals thing, my Jacob 4-statted Taker with no momentum in. Taker had momentum in. And my Taker isn't black badged. It's just basically been nerfed to the ground. Never paid for anything? Yeah. I'm unfortunately a collector, so it gets expensive. It's very expensive to collect. I tried to get catalog stars and stuff for me. So for some of the stuff I sadly have no choice. Unless I get very lucky, of course. You can see, yeah. Sadly, though, with like the general immortals, with everything they've paid for, it is, unless you have like a lot of money, it is very difficult to keep up with all the amount of the SEs they bought out. So collecting's rough, free to play, pay to win, whatever. It is rough to collect. When a backstage takeover happens, it's over. It's over. It's like 3.5k for every like 3.5k, and I also collect card backs as well. Card backs, like there's about 6 card backs or something. Depending on takeover, I get screwed. Blake on the second one. Also, what do you guys think about the swiping system of the draft board now? Me personally, I really love it when it doesn't crash. But what do you guys think of it? Do you like it, hate it, think it could be improved? I see a lot of people saying it's really good. Love it. The main thing for me is its time, is the amount of time it saves. If I get any recent cards that I meant to get rid of, yes, you. Fine. But yeah, no, it's definitely a lot quicker, which I like. I like that it's a lot quicker now, not as tedious to pull the picks off. I will say though, I don't know if they fixed it now, but I have had a few crashes when it happens. When it tends to be when I get alerted about it being me being over the card limit, I tend to get a crash. I don't know if that's happened to you guys as well. It's happened to me over 10 times. As it's happened. I mean, I hit the card limit a lot. I keep a lot of old cards and stuff that I've already had to get rid of some cards to satisfy it, basically. Jay. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I'm meant to get rid of that JUSO housing card, so I don't need it. I don't need it no more. I made it an executive decision to get rid of it. Like, these are the cards I still have to trade from Lev. I generally don't think I can do much with it. Recent are actually kind of pointless. That J, I know BF3'd, but it's not great for me right now with the new tier out. Penta's a weird one. Being F3. Is he worth training? But he's not. He's not now anyway. LA's a weird one because he is actually the event card. Tried to collect every Alexa. That's cool. How many stars of Alexa do you have? The only card I missed from that was LA Knight. But I caved in and I paid credits to get stuff. Because World War Mania was doing me so dirty. I didn't want to have to spend to get it, but I had to. I hate collecting. Never get them. Yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. I don't care. I know I could dust these, but I ain't got time. I ain't gonna waste a breath. I ain't gonna waste a breath. Let's see. The Halo is 4th. I see a lot of people do complain with the swiping system about how it can reset straight away. And this is why I just do the swipes quickly. And not like all the board. Excuse me. It's why I never do like the swipe for everything. That's why, like, if you see me swiping quickly, that's why. It's just because I don't really want to waste time. Can I rate you free to play deck? What is your name on SC? I can have a look. X, welcome in. No resets. God, okay. What is that? Okay. It's all all caps. What is that 8-bit? Let me copy that. And wait. Something tells me it's there. Alexa. This one. Ricky Saints is an interesting one. Ray. F2. That's a solid Ray. Mine would have been normal pro. I mean, I didn't really play Backstage Earthquake for the pro. Oh. Charlotte? How many stars do you have? 5k. Okay, I like how you changed some of the images, that's sure. This is probably the big one for me. That is like, I mean, you defend it though to say that you do prefer to get your backstage cards though. So I'm not gonna fault it. I mean, this card's cool. I like the Night of Champions cards this year. I do think they are cool. I'd say it's decent. What card? Oh, that is the season 9 spring card back. That is. I know it's that I'm not. I say I've not taken a break. I haven't. It's a weird one. Whether you guys think you've got the season 1 one. Nice. I assume you're taking breaks, right? If it's season 1. Yeah. I was gonna say yeah because my account is season 5 and we are almost at 19k stars on my account anyway. No, it's a decent account, decent little account. This is. It's good stuff. Oh, I did not mean to press on this event card, by the way. That's cool. No, yeah, it's a decent. It's very backstage heavy, which I expected. What's this? It's F1 page. It's an F1, which is cool. No, it's decent. It's good stuff. I should have a level be able to do now with campaign. I think I got super move right. So yeah, it's just a table needed to use for Jacob. Basically, we need to destroy one of the that first power match. Yeah, we do have a that, which is cool. Is that result gonna happen at SS? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? 2.7. Sweet. Which I do anyway because obviously, because I just know. And then these two. That's, yeah, 7.2 mil. It's not. God. Yeah, welcome to campaign, people. Welcome to campaign. Basically, chat, if you think about it this way, we just had Jacob party. I'm not even kidding. That right there is generally a Jacob party. Oh. Alright, now. Like, seriously, I just had about 4 Jacobs. 3 I'm sorry. I find that too funny. Alright, give me a minute, chat. It's my private Discord server that I well, I say it's private. It's actually is public. It is available for people to go into. It's just whether people choose to go into it, which a lot of them don't. It's when my campaign stuff is. It tends to be very outdated though, very quickly. Alright. Speed and charisma. Great fun. Great fun indeed. So, of course, if you want, as what the stream's been doing the whole time, really, I'm basically just trying to sort levels out, get super moves, do the same thing. Stage 75, 3.35, 2.7, 6.4. Okay, well, obviously we're gonna go for the charisma matches. We do best in charisma. For this level anyway. Liv is a great option. Liv's practically Liv's a great option. Bella's obviously another option. The only thing about Liv that is a bit questionable is ideally you would want her battle pass equipment rather than anything else. I mean, I guess you can make it without a battle pass equipment, but I think you'll make your life 10 times harder if you do that. So yeah, she goes to 2.7 plus Maurice, so she'll go 2-3 mil. Which you need 3.3. So support is necessary anyway. And then Warrior should be fine because it's a 2.7 in it. Yeah, it's 2.7. So yeah, so Liv, Warrior, super move with the 2 Jacobs, sorted. We don't need to try it again. We don't need to try it to check, 'cause we know. I actually don't know why I'm trying to get Bob Backlund done, actually. I might start trying to work on Lita. Actually, is there any other some pros I've got that I haven't done? Blake maybe could be a shout. Charlotte could be a shout. Do we try and do Charlotte Flair chat? It's a weird one, isn't it? Because it'll be 82 if it's anything. I ain't gonna use her anywhere else. Blake, I don't need her for anything because she's terrible in speed. Didn't like the Karate Riptide. It's very weird when it came out. That's for sure. I can't remember how you got her. Quest and RDP. Thank you. Just remembered. Quest and RDP. It was a weird one because you had like I think the Jeff and I think the Hardy cards just came out. Well, Jeff in particular practically just came out, and no, they released Cairo, and then they released Jeff and stuff, like Jeff, Matt, Lita, whatever, and then these went from there. I didn't play for a little bit of time. I've only just really started getting back into the game again after like 3 weeks. Like I did play, like I got Finn's event image. Otis I didn't bother with, because I despised the Hausen LTE. Like if there's any of my older streams, it's just me constantly talking about how bad that LTE really was for what it was worth. Like, I am someone who's very honest with myself in the sense of that I will say stuff that if people don't like it, that may seem unpopular, I will still say it. I'm going to be honest to what I thought of it. If I said all of a sudden that I loved the Hausen event because I got Danhausen, I did get Danhausen, but if I said I loved it, I'd be lying. I really didn't. I hated it. Riptide, I would say I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was it existed. It had a lot of issues with it. Was the Asuka release with Kairi? Yes. Yes, it was. So you had Io and Asuka flip card. So excluding all the actual LT stuff. So like the Rheas, your Charlottes, your Paiges, your Litas, and all them stuff. And knowing them, it was Asuka and Io as a flip card. Most people chose Asuka. Kairi on her own. And I think that was all of them. Didn't bother with it? Yeah, fair. Reese Buckman. I will say, for me, I don't know about what obviously anyone else thinks, so I speak for myself here. Do you prefer LTEs with gameplay? Because I personally do. When I mean gameplay, I'm talking like a Beat the Oracle. If you never played Beat the Oracle, is what it is. Then you won't know what I'm on about. Like tournament mode or Street Fighter. One more male flip cards. That's fair. I think it's because we got so inflated with female cards last year. Like, never played it. Ah, okay. They know what I'm saying them. True. Like last year, it really sorted a lot of people out for female cards. Like for probably the first time ever in Supercard, people had much. I'm not saying this to be harsh, by the way. A lot of people probably had much more stable female decks than male decks during that before Housing happened. After Housing, bit more balanced. Before Housing, oof. Even Boom was like none of the it was just female heavy. The only male I see that released on launch was Thinkinga. I noticed, but Otis is Otis. It's one of them where you put into perspective that, you know, I mean, a lot of people were asking for more female cards per tier, or like compared to males. I understand why, because of stability, in terms of dead balance and everything like that. That's, you know, I also said the same things. Like I would like a better balance of like male to female cards. So like ideally I said like a 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.5, depending. But I knew that was never really gonna happen because, you know, all the outskirts and stuff. But it's one of them where they really fluctuated it. Using the page flip 42. Yes, yeah, I know which one. I got that from. It's in mixed bags now. Although the rates on mixed bags are so poor for what it's worth. I wish they updated mixed bags to have 5 cards instead of 1 or 3. Just not 1. I find it really not worth it. God, from backstage, yeah. The one thing about the backstage cards is they get put in, unless they're limited edition, they get put into mixed bags or case grabs, depending on what they are. So like currently, they're up to WrestleMania 42 stuff. Leviathan will probably be in the game start of August, so in like 3 days. 3 days? 2 days. Yeah, 3 days. That's how I get my. Like, I do try to get backstage cards from Days Streak and stuff if I can actually remember to actually do them. But most of the time I just forget to do them and go from there. Go on, Charlotte. That's why I tried to, like, as a cleanser, that's why I say it's really difficult for me to collect cards while all this backstage stuff has happened. And ever since backstage, I've been missing more and more stuff because of mixed bag rates. Do I get the daily backstage awards? As long as I remember. For the most part, I do. It's if I forget, I forget. It just happens, you know. It just happens. If I do try every day, but like there are days where I just can't be bothered. I have missed a fair amount. I've missed a few of them. But that's because I'm not bothered. Not bothered or not bothered. I can't speak. Not that I couldn't be bothered. to do it. It's just that I never really just entertained it for the most part. I do try. I do get them. I know it's really easy. I just forget. I just check Gable here. It's actually the first time I'm seeing this. Quite the case is terrible, but hey. Let's do. Oh. Ooh, 7 in the right place. Alright. 1, 3, 4. Anyone doing the case? Yeah, it's one of them. I just never do it. Alright. Let me try and do some narrowing down. Let's go 5, 7. Obviously, 7's there. Actually, no, let me do. 0 in there, isn't there, actually? There's no double numbers. Right, okay. So 6 has to go here. Wait, so 6, 0. 6, 3, 0, 7. Yes, thank you. Yeah, no, I was being stupid. Leviathan, you know? Leviathan Bailey. I have a bronze pack. No, I'm happy to say I got Leviathan out of that. What? I don't even need them, but wow, I did not expect that. Yeah, no, I just overcomplicate the crack the case stuff at times. It just happens. Collect Pokemon. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's terrible for me, but it's good in general. It's good. It's good. Pack odds out of that. Something you never see before. Stuff you never see. Alright. Alright, let's keep going. I sadly do have to play some more because I can't play one more right now. Which is annoying. I need super moves. Actually, no, I don't need to play one more. Let me think. Let me try and get in Survivor. Do I play Money in the Bank? No. I don't see the worth in it. My last Survivor I played was like WrestleMania 2. Or Leviathan. Money in the Bank can give you 250 super coins per time. I just never really invest in it. It's one of them. Like, I don't hate Money in the Bank, but my biggest issue with Money in the Bank is that you can get super coins from practically anywhere. On top of it, it's also performance-wise. I do have performance issues when it comes to it, so it's never really entertain it per se. Coding Daniel potential bots. Everyone else is human because they've got non-special thingies. WrestleMania 42 land, so we're back in Vegas. Don't watch WWE. I don't watch the current product, but I keep up with the stuff. I try to keep up, but I just don't watch the product. I have like Insta Reels help me. Because the product is just so bad now. Can't, like, this calm book. It's just no, like, good book in Bell Walkman. I'm watching SummerSlam, yes. Go get rid of Axiom here. Good choice. Go these two. Go Gunther and was it Tongaloa? Oh, it's Tama. Oh, okay. They're using 2 Axioms. Interesting. But yes, I'm watching SummerSlam. I'm watching both nights of SS. He's got me because of Axiom's charisma. Depends who. Till I'm finished. Waiting for Brock, yeah. I'll be honest, that's the only match I'm like kind of excited about. I can't lie. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just because it's a Hell in a Cell match is why I'm more excited for it. Cody and Punk couldn't care less. The three-way women's match couldn't care less. The six woman ladder match could be a good match. That match I think it's got potential, but Blood Story's good. It's good, but it's overdone. Saying that though, I saw on TikTok Face Solo doing a promo, and it was a very good promo of him. Some of his best promo work. That is dumb. For sure. It's a weird one. Funny, yeah. That's what I say as well. He is very funny when it comes to promos. It's because he takes himself like serious but unserious at the same time, if that makes sense. Like he does take himself quite seriously, but there's also times where he just clearly doesn't care, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah, got very lucky with that proc in the first match. Oh, wow. He was waiting for a power match. Unlucky, Cody. But like the whole thing about it with turning Solo face, I think it's actually really good at it. Don't like LA Knight. LA Knight to me is just he exists. You know, like he's good, but he exists. I'll tell you someone I do generally not like is Danhausen, Joe Hendry. I don't like them. They annoy me. Overpushed? He's overpushed without being in the title scene. Ooh. I'll probably go Gunther here. Give it a timer. I find Joe and like there was a segment with Joe and Danhausen recently. The crowd didn't care less. They did not care. They did zero pop on for them. Meant to be two fan favourites as well. No one cared. No one cared about their song. And that's the version of MJF. I'd say more. Ooh, suppose. I would say more of The Rock. Than MJF. Personally, I could see it though, 100%. Pogo loses match because of two pros. Like, if you want to know what I think of LA Knight is just a mix of The Rock and Stone Cold at the same time. Like, he's got The Rock's mic tempo per se, but Austin's entrance. If that makes sense. Just go back to TNA. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's a weird one for me with him because of I mean, I don't watch TNA. I watch like a little bit of like an AEW type show, but I haven't watched TNA because it's not really much access to it without paying for a subscription for it. Like, what is it, TNA Plus or something? Or like, I can't remember its name to save my life. But obviously there's that. But so I never really watched TNA. I heard he did do some good stuff. Who's my GOAT? Oh, it depends. Give me a category. As long as it's not general. Like, GOAT in what sense? Because I've got different answers depending on the category. We'll go with these two. We'll go do hopefully not two pros. Please not two pros. because like when people ask me, it's like, who's my like greatest of all time per se? Attitude Era. Can I give you two names? Because I think because I tie them together because I don't think one works without the other one, and that is Vince and Austin. They, but the like if we're talking like the reason I say Vince and Austin is because they made the Attitude Era the Attitude Era. Random one, come in. Like if you have, like I know people say like The Rock, Eddie, China, Trish, Triple H, per se. Yes, they work. DX, cool. DX was great. But they were like the GOAT of tag team in the Attitude Era. That group was big tag team. But you do individual, Stone Cold, Vince, people outside of wrestling knew about Austin and Vince's rivalry. Like, it was, at the time, massive. It was featured every week. Even if it was like even if you put it in a situation where, you know, like no one like you just showed someone wrestling, you'd start with that era. Love Shane's work in the Attitude Era. Shane's work was great as well. I think it's because I think it's that chemistry, you know, between like Austin, Triple H, Vince, The Rock, like Undertaker, like Taker. All these names, you can't really say the one, like you can't really put them as like individuals, because if you get them as individuals, it's a bit of a different story. But you get it all in a storyline, and each role is fitted perfectly. Like you got Vince, who's like the arrogant boss, Shane, who's like the boss's assistant, the Undertaker, who just wants to basically kill everyone. Austin is like the rogue employee who hates his boss. He's basically like the relatable character. Triple H is sort of that paradox sort of person where you don't really know what they're doing. But what they do. Whatever happens, they do it. Type thing. So that is the Attitude Era. It's a lot of different roles mixing together, essentially, and that is what made that rivalry what it was. Even with those who weren't included necessarily as like a major point in that rivalry, like a Shane, for example. Shane did his job very well. Shane, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Steve Austin, Vince McMahon. As much as people want to say about, like, oh, like when talking about Vince, it's like, well, he didn't really do too much. Like, it wasn't great rings. That wasn't his point. Vince's point was to be that rogue boss. He was meant to be that guy who caused chaos, per se. Well played as well. Well played as well. It's just, you know, you got unlucky with the cards, mate. Agree? Yeah. Now, if we're talking like individualist for GOAT status, it depends, again, on the category. I can tell you a few: longevity, The Undertaker, mic work. You can spruce mic work. The Rock. You go to Ray. Ray is my GOAT for babyface. Like, who's the best babyface of all time? I'll put Ray up there. Ray is that character that you want to believe in. And that is what a babyface is someone that you want to invest in. Someone you want to put some stock in. You know, like, that you put Ray in a title match, stock's going up. Because, like, constantly, you want to believe that he can do something. Even if there's a very unlikelihood to do it, you know, that is Rey Mysterio. Like when Ray faced like the Big Show or the Undertaker, we could have probably guessed he wasn't gonna do it, but it's that belief that he can do it, and that is a babyface. You know. Would I put him in my like GOAT of everything? No. But in the category of like babyface, luchador wrestling, I'll put him up there. I would throw his name into the hat for sure. Thank God he's got Damien. I saw someone cried when Batista turned on Ray in a steel cage. Yeah, because it's that investment. You know? It's that investment. Like, you're invested in this tag team of Batista and Ray. They break up. All of a sudden. You know? Like, it's something that you don't want to believe, but you have to. But it's something you don't want to believe, but it's true. I will say who I saw people did throw into that was Eddie. Was Eddie Guerrero. I thought, really? Really? Eddie is great, but he just doesn't. Like, the question I would ask is like, I could say this about, and this is why I don't throw Ray into like the general rule GOAT discussion either. I always try to ask, is like, what has someone done that no one else did, per se? And that is why I can't come up with a definitive GOAT. I can think of like categories of stuff, but like if you ask me who's the first name that comes to mind, it depends on the day. One day it could be like John Cena, next minute it could be Damien Sandow. Or like Test. You know, something like that. I think defining someone as a GOAT is doing something no one has ever done before. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of like quote unquote GOAT discussion, because I think a lot of people take it way too literally. It's like, oh, who's the greatest person to do something? No, it's like that. It's a weird one though, for sure. That's why I split it into a lot of different categories. As to like who I think is the best at doing something in a field of something. I mean, a lot of people underestimate what like a Bruno Sammartino sort of did, where, you know, we're not talking about his general thing. If we're talking like one of the biggest influences in wrestling, you can look at Hulk Hogan, you can look at John Cena. Depending on which area you're sort of thinking about. Austin to an extent. Vince made the Vince McMahon made the company what it is today because Vince wanted to tackle the region crisis. You know? And he did perfectly. He successfully did it. And he wanted to get rid of what's called the territories. And then, you know, you get someone like a Vince who's like, obviously when ECW and the Monday Night Wars were happening, this is where Vince's expertise comes into play. You know? Chat, imagine we win Survivor. Favorite storyline was Ray vs. Charo. That's fair. I haven't really watched much of like the ruthless aggression era of wrestling, because I would go and watch them, but I just can't watch stuff like that much. I've got very short attention span to stuff. I just have stuff on as background noise. I will say for me, the best story was just Vince and Austin. Favorite match? Ooh. Oh, this is a difficult one. Favorite match of all time. I will give it. I recently watched earlier this year, maybe last year, WrestleMania 28 again for Undertaker and Triple H. And that match was stellar. Such a great storytelling sort of thing. If I'm thinking of recent memory, The X-Files Legacy 2008 Hell in a Cell. That's, yeah, I've not seen it. I will say, though, if you've not seen it, Crown Jewel 2025, AJ versus Cena. That was one of my match of the years for 2025. Seriously. You've seen it? It's just a brilliant tribute to wrestling. Would I say it's my favourite match of all time? No. But it's up there for what it did. You know? Cook up this. Ooh. I want to try and cover myself here. There's an attack. He's probably going to have another pro here. He's probably going to go pro in a single, then another pro if he's got 4. Oh, he's chucked in Oba. That is a pro as well. Unless he's got 4 pros, I'm pretty sure I've done it. Unless Axiom shows up in speed charisma. No, because Tam has toughness and speed. Speed charisma, toughness. Bleh. No, Gunther's bodied me in charisma. Ouch. Ouch. It happens. I fumbled. I will. Yeah, it's unfortunate that is. It happens. To be fair, I did it for super move. Hey, Oba. But yeah, no. Favorite matches is very. Oh, SummerSlam. That's a fortified one. That's an F2. Wait, I've got another RDP? Oh, no, I don't. I like how quick the RDP thing is. It tends to be a little bit laggy, though, at times. So that should be an F2 Mr. Perfect, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no. It's an F1. My bad. That's on me. Free. How many, one thing I am trying to do at the minute, which I'll just show you guys quickly on the game, is the Season 12 Championship. I'm so close to being able to complete the void section of cards. These are just ones that have been bugging me for so long. But because if there's any, so I've got 1, 2. Yeah, I've got 2 of them. 2 of them left, but I think I've got a few support cards that I can get. I know the title belts give you nothing, but I just like having them. I like having the thing. I liked when Damian Priest said everyone is sick of seeing the champions. Yeah. I will say, feel free to disagree with me here. How do you feel about Rhea's current title situation? About the interim champion? Because I personally think it's stupid. What do you think about it? Like, whoever wins that ladder match is going to be the interim champion. Because I think Rhea should just vacate the title. Personally. Go on, Warrior. Tiffy 2 belts? That'd be funny. That'd be very interesting. That would actually be very interesting to see what would happen. Let's go. I did win, yes. It would be very interesting what route they would take, I would say. Did it with Zeph? True. True. They've done it with a fair amount of people, really, actually. Think about it. Is this stage 75? Yes. Cool. Do. 75. They could do it as she's US champ, yeah. The only thing with Tiff is I want her character to be better. I wish her character work was better. And when I mean like her character work, like I want to be able to like say that her character's like decent. 2.9 mil. 2.8. Oof. In-ring makes up. Yeah. Her in-ring is decent. I wouldn't say it's like a top tier, but I'd say it's decent. It does its job for sure. Ooh, Velo down there. Yeah, because he's using... What do I need? 2.8. She in momentum. Ah! Why'd you have to be in momentum? I'm working with 2 momentum slots, so... What do you need again? 2.8. So I can load down. My favourite female is Bliss. Upside. Bliss's 2016 to like 2018 run was great. But it's only been downhill from there. Sadly. In terms of her booking. Not her performances, just her booking. Yeah. I don't know why though. They just haven't really tried to pull the trigger on it. It's just something about it that they've just not really thought about necessarily. So this is the Matchery super move, right? Yep. So if I just throw like Backlund in, because he's gonna lose anyway. That's our super move. The only match I need to look into is match 3. So Hausen 2.8. No, she still loses. They need to. She's beloved by fans. Yeah. It's just something about it that I think WWE just don't appreciate. There's just they're missing something. Ooh, what's Warrior's proc? Yeah, no, they're fine. So it's just wait, no, I could flip Io and Rio, right? I just want to know what the difference would be for Rio, Io compared to Asuka. Asuka. Io versus Rhea. Bring back the blue version of Bliss. Yeah. That was her best work. By far. 100%. Oof. Is that 20k difference? How does EO compare to Rhea? She is worse. Interesting. Interesting. She is worse. Yeah, no, she is actually what, but she does hold belt. Neither of them momentum either, and she's worse. The number is if I had another momentum slot, I'd be fine, but I don't. Oh. This is just like a unfortunate circumstance type situation. Sadly. Unless... No, I can't do that. She'll lose. What's she? Oh, no, wait, no, but no, she would. They'll both lose. There's a high chance I might have to just skip this one and just one start for now because I don't have the right person for it. Two momentum slots don't help either. So yeah, that's obviously that is what it is. She loses by 20k. She loses by 27k. And then obviously these two. See, but let me see what would happen if I knocked Warrior off momentum. I know I know the obvious result is that we'll lose the first match, but oh, hold on. No. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth that risk. The risk would be to make choose Bandy Roads, but she'll get handed to. The main thing you need to know is the difference between with or without momentum. So if I go, Io will win, 100%. She's fine. It's just where I know the tag match would have lost anyway because of the 20k difference, but potential. Yeah, they would. Okay. The thing is, though... Yeah, it's because the prop card's on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that first super move and I'm going to progress onto 77, which I think I could do more comfortably. So 77 is just here at the top. 5.3 mil which is easy. That is Jacob, basically just a Jacob Fatu party. Yeah, no, it's easy. So this is why, by the way, I choose my matches more strategic, rather than just being like, right, go do this. We're just gonna do match 1, match 2. I know for this one we all do match 1, match 2, but this is why I've chosen to skip that other level, 76, because this one I know I will 3-star when super move happens. The reason I know is because it is. I'll put it down into a basic perspective. This is 2.7 million. This top match between 2 cards. Anything obviously higher or lower is different. Is leeway. 3 million, that would be the tough match, but that is Rhea Ripley's Riptide equipment being used. So her Riptide equipment is not Leviathan. It is WrestleMania. So yeah, so we got this. Obviously, we've got a table as well, which we'll use. We'll put toughness on for the males. The reason I'm putting male toughness on is because of the possibility of falling slightly behind. Naturally, we shouldn't though, because of the 2 Jacobs. Because Jacob is quite overpowered. So if we go back to Leviathan. So yeah, no, they're fine. So it's just Rhea. Rhea cannot win on her own regardless, because of our power match is too weak. They're 3.1, we're 2.7. And we're not even matched out. It's Raquel that they're using. And then obviously the other male toughness is 3.5 again. So I was going to use the other Jacob. Basically, we're making a Jacob fever. Hopefully this, like me explaining this stuff in a little kind of way is fun. For people to is like more helpful rather than like anything else. Like treat this sort of stream as like a little campaign guide for like a little bit of whatever. You know, like a little bit of, you know, just help a campaign, early doors campaign. Obviously, the stuff I'm saying is going to be updated within like a week anyway. But Rhea just wins that as well. Whew, close. But like I said, I do like to discuss more strategy when it comes to these campaigns, and not the biggest thing with campaign people that I notice, that would be super move. The biggest thing I notice with people who do campaign, just from Discord experience, is overcomplication. Where they just overcomplicate it. Like, somewhat, like, whatever match you think it is that you probably need to do, you're probably best to do it. Like, I know, because a lot of people see, like, 3 matches, and they see maybe one that maybe lower stats, but on 2 cards per, like, 2 cards. If you can't do it, you can't do it. So always do be careful of overcomplication. Always. It is the worst thing you can do, is overcomplicate a level. Because afterwards, you'll basically just fry your brain completely. It's 8 o'clock. Let me just rumble and see what content there is, if any. See what the little update was about, if anything. Literally just any of them. Jordan, sound. So we will 3-star 77, and then we'll work. Then we could work on 70. Then we'll work on the 78s to 84s, because there's a few levels there that I can definitely 3-star. I just need the super move for it. But the 76 is a chance of it not happening, because obviously we need a warrior proc, which is annoying to deal with. Also, just as like a thought again, would you guys want to see like a little account tour type thing. Like, where I show some of my account and stuff. I think it could be a good idea. I was very hesitant on. I am hesitant to do it because of the fact that it would just take a very long time to do it. Oof. Tiff would be very handy for me for stage 77. No, 77, 69. She's the main one I'm looking for that stage because of speed. Instead of Asuka. Alright. Let's see what's happening in the supercard world of the daily store. See if the update was anything to do like an LTE or anything, which I don't think it was. Match login. May have to reset the game entirely, depending on what we have to do. There's a gift. Austin Theory. Oh, okay. I think I know why that's happened. Equipment box. Ooh, bulk and buy bundle. What? What? It looks like it's. Is it? I think it's an RDP exclusive. Okay, that's interesting. Getting a Jacob as well. There doesn't seem to be any new modes for it. Let me see if it's on Draftboard. I don't think it will be though. Nope. Nope. Anyway, we've got a special gift here. Let's see what we are going to get. Some cards coming up. Tony D'Angelo. Probably not going to use him. But decent card. You know? If you need him, you need him. Okay, there's nothing on the special drops list. Kit Wilson. Oh! Some card. Austin Theory! That is actually going to be quite helpful. Actually, for stage 70 and stage 69. No, not stage 69, it won't do anything. Stage 70 though, for sure. Breaker pack for free. What the? Possible open rewards. Possible tap rewards. Do I have no taps? So 1 critical hit. 12 times damage. 3.5 times damage. 3.5 times damage. So I got nothing. I know I've got no taps left. And then the foil cards are back. Equipment box back. Back though, but it's not for any equipment. Get a F2 Jacob. There he is. Looking cool. And then we'll fortify him into our best Jacob. How good is he going to be now in terms of his toughness? Whew. That's not bad. This bomb breaker though is weird. I wonder how many people are gonna go against that. I imagine a fair amount. Right. Stage 77. I don't have a super move. Apparently there's something in backstage. Allegedly. Whoa! Nope, there is stuff. Oh, okay. There's Vulcan. Or Paro. What is she? Is she speed or charisma? She's speed and charisma or she's speed charisma? People might go for it. People might go for that. You know? Generally, people might go for that. That Reign of Vulcan card. Only 3k for each card as well, by the looks of it. Oh no, Vulcan is 3.5. Yeah, it seems people are getting Vulcan. Dusty might be worth it as well because of his equipment. Oh, someone's got him off RDP. Whoa. Someone's got him from RDP. Okay, so special drops just isn't working. That looks of it. But that bronze card that I showed earlier, apparently you can get off RDP because I've just seen it. Whee. It's definitely an IQ test for the people are considering getting Vulcan or Dusty. That no of these are really that much of interest. For me, I guess Austin could be of interest. It's a weird one though. The only reason I say Austin could be of interest to me is because of thingy. 67. 67 and 69 as well. That's where it could be interesting, in my opinion. Right, Jacob Fever. Who's ready for Jacob Fever? Don't let auto timer screw me over. Yep. I guess you could choose a EO there. I don't think you'll. I mean, if you use a power manager, then you could probably make EO work. I say probably. Three. 77 is restarred. So there's only one level in the 71s to 77s that have caught me out. That being 76 because of charisma. Oh. Am I snipping to a crash? The answer is yes. Snipping to today, Junior. There we go. Cool. 77 is in. Ah, it's different arrow as well. Okay. Upload a file. It's actually really it's a really weird one. 77. So we've got. See, the reason I may consider Austin is because this level needs toughness. This level would do nothing anyway. This needs charisma, and this could go with the charisma match instead of the male speed, which or the female tagging speed should probably be the better option. But it's 6,000 for the pro. It's a weird one. Alas, we continue with power. So basically, we're using Bundy. Okay, it's 3.3 to start. Oh. Say no, we've got no momentum on them. So I'm thinking Bundy, Is it like a convincing 3.3 or is it like a scrape 3.3? No, it's a semi-convincing 3.3. I mean, saying that though, we'll be able to do 78 because of momentum on Bundy. Jacob's a plausible solution. We'll put Rhea in there as well, just so for a table match. Table will go to 2.9A anyway. So yeah, that is an easy 2-star, easy 3-star. Ooh, female matching speed. That's gonna be an issue. I'll say that 3 mil. Oh god, it's because it is toughness speed. Ooh. Doesn't matter. Alright, chat. I'm probably gonna call it a day though. For tonight. Tonight anyway. So in the I'm not starting screen. I'm not be right back either, I'm ending. So yeah. Thank you very much everyone for watching. I may be live tomorrow, I may not be, I don't know. I'll see what happens, I'll see what I think, everything like that. But yeah, I would like to thank everyone for watching. in on my YouTube. There'll be the link to the private Discord if you want to see all future supercard campaigns that I invest in anyway or bother with. And going from there. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys at some point soon. Goodbye.